If your concealed carry class was anything like mine, then you left the class thinking, okay, now what? Honestly, most concealed carry classes teach you how to not shoot yourself and how to avoid a felony. And that's pretty much it. But there are 5 crucial things that every concealed carrier should do immediately right after you get your permit. Let's talk about it. What is up, guys, and welcome back to Modern Protector, where we talk about the skills, the tools, and the mindset that you need to protect yourself and your family. Before we get right into it, go ahead and hit the like and subscribe button and click the notification bell so that YouTube doesn't bury this video in the algorithm. All right, 5 things that every concealed carrier should do right after you get your permit.
I have a permit. This just says I can do what I want.
The first one is so important, and everyone who does it can't stop doing it. But over 90% of gun owners never do it. Take a class, a real class with a quality instructor where you actually learn to shoot your handgun well, draw efficiently from concealment, and fight with your handgun. This will completely open your eyes and show you a whole new perspective to concealed carry and what it means to actually be a protector rather than just being someone who carries a gun. There's a big difference. You will be shocked at how much skill you can gain from the knowledge that you get from just one class. The next one usually comes pretty naturally from the first one, and that is to make some friends who train. This is something that honestly shocked me with taking my first few gun classes. I really went into it expecting to meet a bunch of ego-driven tactical dudes who were hard-headed and had no interest in me. But this couldn't be farther from the truth. Everyone in the training community is so friendly and genuinely want to have conversations to improve and encourage each other to do better. This can make a huge difference in your growth as a shooter. I still have friends that I talk to all over the country that I met in training classes. These first 2 are the foundation of everything. Make sure you stick around to the end because the last one is the easiest one and probably the most important. Set some goals. It sounds so simple, so why haven't you done it? Maybe your goal is a faster draw to first shot, a faster bill drill, consistent hits at 25 yards, a 100% score on the FBI qualification drill. It could be literally anything. But whatever it is for you, write it down and really decide what you want out of your training and practice this month, this quarter, and this year. If you don't write it down, you're not going to work towards it. Which leads to the next one, stick to a dry fire and live fire plan to accomplish these goals. If you want to actually accomplish goals, you have to actually put in the consistent work to move the needle forward. You do not have to go to the range every week and spend a ton of money on ammo. Dry fire can make a huge difference. Come up with an organized dry fire routine that you can actually stick to with at least 3 or 4 days a week, even if it's literally 5 minutes every day. And then go test the things that you've been practicing in dry fire at the range after a few weeks and see how much you've improved. Dry fire is so underrated. This really makes or breaks how quickly you can gain new skills. If your goal is to draw faster in the next 30 days, you're not going to accomplish that by going to the range one time. But if you spend 5 minutes improving your draw and working through that muscle memory every day, then by the time you get to the range, your body already knows what that feels like and you can just do it. All right, the last one is the easiest, but it's definitely the most important.
Drum roll, please.
But before we get to that, if you are new to concealed carry or you're just trying to get better at it, I want to help you start off on the right foot. And that is why I created the Concealed Carry Starter Kit, to give you everything that you need to get started with concealed carry the right way. It's everything I wish I knew when I first started. Check it out in the description down below. All right, the easiest and most important one, carry more than a gun. We as concealed carriers put so much focus on the gun. The brand, the model, the red dot, the mag well, the holster, the custom trigger, the training. And don't get me wrong, they can be important, but a gun is a very niche tool for a very specific scenario where you're facing a deadly threat. The reason that we train for this and carry a gun every day is because the cost could be so high if we're not ready to protect ourselves with our handgun. But the likelihood of you actually ever needing your gun are very slim. And that's because most threats are not deadly threats, and most emergencies don't even require a weapon at all. Pepper spray can work wonders on aggressive drunks, street fighters, angry dogs, and pretty much anyone else who threatens to hurt you. The one that I carry every day is palm pepper spray. I'll put my affiliate link down in the description. And what's the most common emergency that you will face? Medical emergencies. Whether it's a gunshot wound, a dog bite, a car crash, or just an accident with some broken glass. Medical emergencies happen all the time. And being an absolute beast with your handgun will not actually help you with any of these problems. A handgun is great at poking holes, but it can't actually do anything to control emergency bleeding. You need to be carrying a trauma kit. I've used my trauma kit 5 different times. Medical emergencies happen all the time, and you need to be ready not only with a trauma kit, but with medical training. The one that I carry every day is from Mountain Man Medical. I'll put my affiliate link for them down in the description. You also need to take a trauma medical class. The Red Cross does one for free that's really good, and there's also organizations like Mountain Man Medical that have a free online class, but definitely get to one in person if at all possible. I want to hear from you. Which of these have you already done, and which ones do you still need to do? Let me know in the comments down below. If you gained value from this video, then don't forget to like and subscribe down below and hit the notification bell. Until next time, be alert, stand firm in your faith, be strong, be courageous, and let all that you do be done in love. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.